Have you ever wondered where Reiki came from? Today, I'm going to tell you the fascinating story of this practice that has changed millions of lives around the world. Since birth, human beings, and even many animals, instinctively seek physical touch as a form of safety, comfort, and relief. When we feel pain or discomfort, our first reaction is often to place our hands over the affected area. This gesture has deep roots in our evolution. In fact, there are records in Tibet of hand healing practices that go back more than 8,000 years. Historical accounts also suggest that Jesus practiced laying on of hands in Egypt. And even today, Catholic priests continue to use this gesture as a blessing. As author Johnny DeCarli once said, "Our hands are a gift. Through them we can relieve the suffering of those around us." But Reiki, as we know it today, was discovered by Mikao Usui. Born in 1865 in Japan, Usui lived during a time of great cultural and social transformation. Although little is known about his youth, it is clear that he studied and explored several spiritual and philosophical traditions. One of the legends about his journey tells us that Usui was once a teacher and was asked a very challenging question by his students. They refer to the words of Jesus, "You will do as I have done, and even greater things." The students wanted to know how the healing miracles of Jesus could be reproduced in modern times. Usui had no answer, but that question deeply moved him. Determined to find the truth, he resigned from his duties and dedicated his life to studying spirituality. He spent years exploring Christianity and the Bible, and also studied Buddhism in monasteries. His search led him to Tibet, where he studied ancient sutras, and later to India. According to legend, he eventually discovered 4 sacred symbols described in texts more than 2,500 years old, symbols that activated a powerful healing energy. But the true story of Reiki begins in March 1922. Seeking clarity, Mikao Usui went on a 21-day retreat of fasting and meditation on Mount Kurama in Japan. During this time, he prayed, chanted, and read sutras, asking for discernment. On the 21st day, something extraordinary happened. Usui was struck by a brilliant white light, experienced leaving his body, and saw colorful spheres containing the sacred symbols. In that vision, he understood their meaning and how to use them. That was the birth of Reiki as a method of healing. After receiving this gift, Usui began practicing Reiki. He first applied it to the elderly, helping them regain dignity and strength. Then he traveled through cities and villages, treating the poor, the sick, and even those cast out by society. His results were remarkable. People found physical recovery, emotional healing, and new hope. But on his return to Kyoto, Usui faced a harsh reality. Many of those he had helped had returned to begging. When he asked why, they admitted it was easier to beg than to work. This deeply disappointed him. Usui realized that healing the body was not enough. True healing also required responsibility, gratitude, and a new way of living. Reflecting on this lesson, Usui changed his approach. He decided to focus not only on healing others but on teaching them how to heal themselves. This is when he created the 5 principles of Reiki, guiding his students to live in harmony with themselves and with the world. He began giving lectures, attracting people struggling with sadness, depression, and pain. His impact was so profound that he was honored by the Emperor of Japan. Mikao Usui passed away on March 9, 1926. Before his death, he passed on his teachings to a small group of disciples, among them Dr. Chujiro Hayashi, ensuring that the knowledge and legacy of Reiki would continue to spread to future generations. As Johnny DeCarli said, "If you have knowledge and wisdom, allow others to benefit from it. To hold back is to perish." This is the story of Reiki. A practice born from the search for truth, nurtured by compassion, and today shared by millions around the world as a path to healing, harmony, and spiritual awakening. If this story inspired you, make sure to subscribe so you won't miss the next steps of this Reiki journey.